Hello, everyone. This is your weekly reading for September 13th through the 19th. And I was consulting with my guides prior to this, and I feel like it's going to be a pretty full week and a lot is going to happen. So I'm going to get right into the reading, and we're going to be choosing from different decks this time around. It's kind of interesting how it was led to this, and I do feel that it's very important to actually use these particular cards too. We're going to choose from the Divine Guidance deck by Cheryl Lee Harnish, and it's a lovely deck. There's three of these types of decks, and they're created using fractal art, which I think is really neat. It's Divine Guidance, I believe, is in the second of the series of three. Yeah, really nice deck of cards. And we're actually going to go to an oldie, which I have. That's actually from my older deck too, because I've been getting some newer decks lately. The second deck we're going to be using is actually the Archangel Michael cards by Doreen Virtue. Now, she doesn't do these anymore, and I'm really hoping that it's not going to be a violation of anything, because she is... I still consider her such an amazing reader from my past. She was my inspiration for doing some of this work. So anyways, we're going to be using that, and also Colette Marin Reed. We're going to be going into one of her decks, and that's the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. So let's get into this. I feel like it's going to be a pretty full one here. So the Divine Guidance deck that we're using right now, they just have beautiful fractal art. So I'm just going to go right into that and choose the number 4 to read through. And like I said, I do feel like it's going to be a pretty interesting week. And when I say interesting, I mean interesting. So right now, the very first card that we have is Astral Realms. You have a strong connection with the astral realms. Usually we visit these realms while sleeping, and that is where we meet with our guides, teachers, and even other souls who have moved on from the earth plane. For you, however, this connection is allowing you to connect while you're awake, either when meditating or working with your intuition. This is truly a gift, as the information you received here can aid both you and others through life. Spirit is calling you to begin using your gifts and service to others in a way that feels right for you. Ooh, lots of things in here that I've been getting. Basically, we have been working in the astral realms on a day-to-day basis, a lot of us. And this is actually governing and motivating our intuition to knowing what it is that we're to do next, because there's some very careful steps that we are doing at this time. With everything going on in the global arena, we've got a lot of astrological influences that are still in play at this time. The planetary influences that are going on. Once again, I direct you to Pam Gregory, actually pamgregory.com, because she has a wonderful YouTube series of predictions that come up with with regards to astrology. Go to her newest for the full moon, and I will also put the link in my description, so you can just check that out. The planetary influences are really strong right now, and because of that, I do feel that with the astrology and astronomy happening at this time, the sun is super potent. We find that the planets that are around us are actually influencing a lot of what it is that we do, what it is that we're thinking at this time, whether it is something that kind of gears you towards feeling more negative. I don't usually use the negative and positive, because it's just for an ease of talking. But basically, where our minds tend to kind of gear towards the negative at this time. And this week, I find it's going to be a pretty big influence with that, where we may feel like we're getting in there, yet there are beings that we are working with in the astral realms that will keep tweaking us into the positive, bringing us back into saying, hey, you know what? Get into your heart. Start feeling from your heart the compassion that you know you have. Every last one of us has. And start feeling that for not only yourself, but for others. Once you do that, you will also start speaking that from your heart, speaking the truth from your heart. So as we work with our individual spiritual sides of ourselves and our guides, which are interacting with us on uh, a daily basis from our waking state, not just in our dreams. They're working with us in our waking state, especially because we're getting so many, we're getting a lot of downloads at night. If you're having trouble sleeping, that's probably one of the influences for you having trouble sleeping. There are others, I'm sure, like EMF and whatever else, but basically mine not shutting off, that's mine too. However, that may be influencing some of your sleeping patterns at night. Just be noticed that what downloads you're getting, you are going to be taking those attributes and using them during the daytime as well. So that conscious knowing of being in the astral realms is gearing you up, especially as star seeds, as people that are light workers, anybody who is in the healing profession, anybody who has a positive outlook on life in general. We are really tempted to go into that negative mode, right? So we have this influence, we have these beautiful beings that are helping us to kind of stay on track. So next, we're going to go to actually just the page before it. It's a beautiful, beautiful card that says infinite love. I'm going to put this on the side here, actually, because there we go. Yes, infinite love. Isn't that amazing? It's just a beautiful picture. It just looks so so beautiful in that. I'm going to get this even further closer together. You see that the heart, there's a heart in the top and a heart in the bottom. So infinite love. This card represents the infinite love that not only resides within you, but is you. The entire universe is a vibration of love energy. Spirit sees your beautiful heart and is calling you to allow this loving energy to flow fully into you and from you. It will heal your hurts and negative past experiences, helping you connect with the true immortal being of light that you are. It is your light and your love that this world needs the most. It's time to let the love flow. So this, basically piggybacking on the astral realms, we are called to really go into our hearts this week and remember that we are made of, we're beings of light. We are made of that which is within the cosmos. And we are being called to action by using our heart energy in order to spread love, to bring love into the world. Because at this time, there is unrest. And it is part of the unrest where we are being called into action. And I am getting chills. Wowzers. I mean, this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. Basically, to execute what it is, our mission of being the beings of light that we are, and taking that love that we have grown up cultivating within our heart and actually bringing it out. Think of the Care Bears. I don't know if you can remember the Care Bears, but yes, that is dating me. But the Care Bears, bing, we've got these huge rainbows out there. Yes, this is what we're needing to do this week because the world is going to need it. And I'm not saying this as a predisposition kind of, oh my gosh, something's going to happen. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that if you haven't seen this already, the world is in a disruption. It's in chaos. But from chaos, there is always a balance. And we are helping to bring that balance into play. So that is what this is saying. From the astral realms from before, it's talking about the beings of light that are working with us as beings of light. So we are co-creators. And now it is our time to take the infinite love that we have within us and from the cosmos and shed it into the world. Next, yes, I know it's going by fast. I'm just under a lot of coffee. So, and I'm just kidding. I'm just basically really excited about this. The download that I got just before this, when I meditate before I do these readings, was highly intense, and it's basically driving this for me. So if it seems like I'm just blowing through this reading, it doesn't mean that I'm trying to do this quickly. It's basically because I'm so excited. So the next we have is number 34. It's a gorgeous card though. So that blue is also about communication. So let's see what it has to say, but definitely blue is about the communication, because blue is the frequency that runs with the throat chakra. And so this is basically calling on reflections. There is great beauty in all of our life experiences. Although you feel sad and down at times, Spirit is reminding you that this is what can facilitate your greatest growth and evolution, both as a soul and as a human being. You are truly being watched over at this time. I'm going to read that again. You are truly being watched over at this time. Don't fear the darkness within. Remember, without the darkness, there can be no light. This is the time for quiet reflection and inner exploration. Through it, you will discover your light and know what needs to be changed so that you may live a more authentic life. Wow. Okay, so I think this is basically coming to give a message to those who are having a lot of difficulties with anxiety, depression, and mental health. This is a time that is in need of looking at and realizing that it is an experience, not just everything that's going on around us in the global arena, because that does definitely play havoc upon one's mind. I know that if I find myself listening to any other media from other people, actually, because I don't watch television, I don't watch the news or anything, but basically, if you're reading something, if you are hearing it from other people, it is so influential on the way you feel that you could be so discombobulated. And if you don't go back into yourself in order to create that balance again, you can feel completely off the rails and sink into more sadness and more depression. So what this is a message for those who are having the most difficulties, to say, do something that you really love to do and do it now. Don't put it off. Do something that you really love to do. And if it is something that's outside that you're restricted not to do something else that you love to do, because I'm sure that there's a lot of things that are on your list of I love to do's. Do something that brings you joy and brings you love, because this is a time of true trial and resilience. It's a time of building resilience. So for those who are having such difficulties in processing everything that is going on and feeling that there may be no hope, this message is to say, have the hope, have the faith, because you will create that. You will create a new world. If anything, think about the beautiful times you have. Literally, this is going to sound so cliche, but go to your happy place, because literally that is the place that you find solace and you will find clarity. My happy place is on a beach with my dad, who's passed since 2008, walking with me on the sand. When he was alive, he used to show me the shells. We used to pick up shells and rocks all the time. We used to make sandcastles together. He was the swimmer in the ocean or the lake. I was not. I would go in and just get cooled off and then come back out, and I would make the sandcastles. I would look for the rocks because I'm all over crystals anyways. And I believe he was the one who actually got me started in that. And that's my happy place. I love doing that. So whenever I go into a meditation, I think about him. I think about going onto the beach with my dad and how cool it was, and how my love for crystals has come from my father. And what we used to do together and what he formulated. And yes, it's one of those things that also allows me to kind of quiet my mind because I'm really focused on that beautiful feeling. So where is it that you can find that happy place? Try to do it at least once a day, at least. If anything, do it whenever you feel that feeling of, oh my gosh, there's something, I'm so tense. I just don't know where to go. The shoulders keep going up and up and up towards the ears. Take a deep breath. The shoulders go down. Close your eyes. Go into your heart and find that happy place. We last have in this deck this beautiful number 43. And I remember these ones because they're absolutely gorgeous. This is a wonderful message for you. And I just pulled that up again because that was really bright. Let me just get it in a better way. There we go. Earth Angel. You are truly an Earth Angel. It is time to recognize and honor the beautiful spirit that you are. Once we are incarnated, we forget who and what we truly are. Now is your time to remember. Claim your wings, knowing you really do make a difference in the lives that you touch. You have many loving angelic beings with you to support you on your divine path. Feel safe in allowing yourself to follow the path that you were guided to walk. Whatever your path may be, you are ready to spread your wings and fly. What a gorgeous message. This is tapping right into us being the beings of light that are living here on Earth in order to help everybody else on this planet to recognize that they are all still beings of light, because those are some of the key things that the universe gives us. They give us the messages from day one, from the time of birth, that we are more than we are experiencing or thinking that we are. We aren't just here to live to work and work to live. And now for those who are influenced or seeing how the chaos is affecting the work, we are now being called to recognize that there's something more than just doing that. There's something else, a way bigger mission that goes beyond just the work. Now, I totally understand about getting an income and living from that income. But know this, everybody who is dealing with that situation, we're all in this together. We're all having the same experience. And if anything, being reassuring that we're all in this together, that just unifies us. It brings us into a totally different community style of humanity that we may never have had before. And because of where we are at, because of the way the world is, because of the chaos that's going on around us, we are uniting, all of us. We are getting to understand that this is the mission we've come here to do. We are realizing that every one of us has this potential within us that we may never have recognized until now. And it's only the beginning. It's only just the beginning of recognizing the potential that we have as the beings of light. So remember this. Remember that you are being guided from the astral realms in the conscious and waking times. That was definitely the first thing that we got. And remember that we're all part of a very grand schema of life, of the cosmos. We are part of a universe that knows who we really are, even if we don't. So we're now going into another deck of cards, the other deck being the Archangel Michael cards. And these are just plain old messages. For those of you who may not know who Archangel Michael is, and may be familiar with the name, but more attributed to a Christian religion. The Archangel Michael is basically a being of light, a very prominent being of light, who brings protection. He is the chief protector of many different realms, including ours. And he also helps to increase our intuition and help us on our divine mission. So, how wonderful is that in this particular time period? Knowing that this week, I don't know, I just get something big. It's not just the same old from the last few weeks, but I am getting that there's something major, that our energies are ramping up. But not only are the energies in the global scale ramping up, it's our power. It's our spiritual power that is aligning, raising, making us feel that potential to tap into, knowing that it's only just the beginning of the amazing potential we have. So, Archangel Michael, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. They have a prayer here. Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate and you describe the situation, your help with. So here is the picture. Sorry about that, the reflection there, but it's gorgeous. Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. Okay, so basically, our imaginations aren't just for show. Our imaginations are way more powerful, and this might actually tap into that potential part. If you can imagine it, you can create it. That's the way it works in the universe. If you can imagine it, you can create it. So if you want clarity, if you want something that answers something, say, for example, you're having difficulties with a relationship at this particular time, you're butting heads with someone and you just want answers. You're thinking, what the heck, what am I supposed to do here? Or same alignment, basically you might be you're being faced with leaving your job or being let go for different reasons. And you don't know what the answer is. Imagine what it is that you really want. And once again, in one of the cards that were sent before, or that were mentioned before, reflections, what is it that you truly want? And is it the position that you're in? Is it the relationship that you're in at this time? Not to say that you should leave a person. I'm just saying, what is it that you want from the relationship? What is it that you want from the job? What is it that you like from the job? What is it that you like from the person that you are in this relationship with? And reflect upon it and find out, is it something within yourself? It's guaranteed. It's something within yourself that you are being shown so that you can reflect upon and guide you through it. Use your imagination to see how you could rectify the situation. What is it that you want? Close your eyes. I'm not kidding. Close your eyes and imagine it, what it is that you really want. Imagine yourself in the most perfect job, and that it's not a job, that it actually is your passion. Imagine yourself doing your passion and feel the emotion that comes from living each day doing it, what it is that you want to do. Don't let anything from the outside, any of the global situation, in on this imagination. Okay, just let the imagination flow. Just let it be without any type of encumbrances, anything that you think, well, this is not reality. Well, no, forget about that. Forget about what could be reality and just think about what it is that you really, truly want and feel it. Really feel it. In each situation and everything that you can think of, physically, emotionally, mentally, feel it. Feel that beautiful joy that will come from it. That is creation, just so you know, that is creation. That is how you will manifest. And once you continue to do that, you will be on your way to creating that reality, no matter how it might come. It might come to you in a totally different way that you expect, but it will come to you. So in this guidebook, it says the angels are giving you guidance and answering your prayers. Yet their messages may seem out of the ordinary and unexpected, so you'll need to use your imagination to understand them. Let go of any preconceptions or old beliefs of what won't or can't happen. Like I said, the reality, let go of that. And the angels having unlimited resources, so they can orchestrate a solution that you can see if you believe that everything is possible. Tap into that unmistakable, unlimited potential that you have. There are specific meetings, but I'm not going to bother with that. At this point, what this is basically saying is you are getting the messages. You are getting these downloads. Every last one of us, I am not kidding on this, every last one of us is getting a download or several downloads per night at this time. And this is why it either interrupts your sleep or it makes you sleep really heavily, or you're basically solving problems in your dreams. And when you're waking, you're living those particular downloads to the T, step by step. Mark my words. Next, from Archangel Michael, write about your thoughts and feelings. Thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I clearly express myself and glean insight, blessings, and healing. So this is actually part 2 of that use your imagination, which is perfect. When you use your imagination in order to create that which you want, you can also solidify that by writing it down. So writing down, say, a business plan, if you want to create a business or to create something that is tangible. Use your imagination by creating little flow charts or things that lists that actually have something to do with where it is that you want to go in your life career wise. If it's just survival, because it's possible, put that top of the list. If you are wanting something in a relationship, write down all of the qualities you want in that person. Trust me, it works. It happened to me twice. Write down everything that you want in a particular relationship. I did it in point form. And then after the first relationship, I edited it. And then I edited it one more time and I got what it is that I wrote down. I got that person. So I'm saying this is important. Journal, write about your dreams if you want to make a clear conception of what's been going on or what it is, because what it is that's going on in your life or what clarity you want to come from, what conclusion that you want to come from that, because your dreams are going to be telling you stories, things that happen during the day, the synchronicities that happen during the day. Write these things down if you want clarity to find out where it is that you're supposed to go or what the signs are that are leading you to the next chapter in your life. Okay. These are things that I'm telling you, I'm telling you from experience that absolutely can happen and absolutely can give you clarity. This card indicates that you're confused by conflicted feelings and are unsure of which direction to go in. Archangel Michael will help you delve into your emotions, peeling away the layers in order to reach your inner core of truth, your truth, not anybody else's truth, your truth. He guides you to write down everything you're thinking and feeling without editing or censoring your words. Keeping a private journal will enable you to gain insights into the nature of what you genuinely desire. This clarity will illuminate the steps you need to take next, like I say. And it's not just because I've read this card several times in my life when I have needed the guidance myself. It is from my own experience. I used to run full moon meditations, potluck meditations for women and in our community. And it was literally, it started from an October 31st, don't really like Halloween, want to like Halloween situation where I actually brought a number of women that we decided to do a meditation because I was into meditation very heavily at that point. I am now still, but I mean, I'm saying at that point, I was really wanting to explore more about it and seeing, being with like minds and seeing how we can manifest. And I started the full moon meditations at that point, and it was powerful, like powerful. And at that point, I decided I wanted to start writing things down. I wanted our ladies to write things down, that things that we wanted to let go of and things that we wanted to have in our lives. And what we would do is we would take these pieces of paper, two pieces of paper, and we would all go out, put intention into the paper and burn it, each paper. So one to let go and one for manifestation. And I'll tell you, amazing results. Amazing results. You have to open your eyes and be very watchful as to the signs and synchronicities that actually allow you to recognize what is being done as a result of you writing it down. So I want this. Well, if you want this, it is sent into the universe. Trust me, and it can be done. So writing things down, writing about your thoughts and feelings. If you write about your thoughts and feelings, they can never be wrong. Just write them down and take a look at them. You can keep them and then look at them later on to see the story that happens on a day-to-day basis, or write anything that you have had in dreams. Even if you can't remember very much, but you can remember a feeling, put that down. So just little ways to be able to help you to find clarity in your life and in the steps that you need to take next, no matter what is happening on the outskirts of the life, like the global arena, or on your inside, what you're feeling on the inside. This will work. The last card we have, and this again, it's telling a big story saying, remember who you are. Remember that you are a very amazing being of light that has power, that has power. You are born with power. You have the strength, you have the courage, you have the resilience. So you have the power in order to make the changes you need in your life. That is a huge, huge phrase. You have the power to make the changes that you want in your life. And when you say that to yourself, and hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people, maybe millions of people say that to themselves, imagine what changes we can do. Last card. We have mountain in reverse position. So basically, mountain reversed. So this basically, we're talking about in mountain, it says you have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Wow, this is a pretty, yeah, absolutely. You can't make this stuff up, really, you can't. Okay, so reversed. There is an obstacle to your inquiry, and this is not the time to move forward. Wait a while, be patient, and a way around the mountain will be revealed. Pushing forward isn't in your highest good. Don't try to climb too high to grasp the prize that seems out of reach, because it is for now. If you exceed your limits, you'll find yourself tumbling down and you'll get hurt. Remain open to a new possibility rather than stubbornly forging ahead. I'm actually going to read the upright too, just because I feel like there's some parts in here that will complement what is said in the reversed position. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer. But why take the treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around the mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So basically, this is more or less saying that we need to be patient with everything. We do want things to happen right away. We really do. And it's the truth. If you are in a manifesting mode, which you are really key to at this time, then you still have to be patient for the manifestation to occur. For example, if you are looking for that absolute perfect job, you may have to have a little time in between where you do not have a job at all, or you don't have a career at all, because you need that time to regroup. Just think about it. If you think about the past jobs you might have had, just as an example, okay? In the past, you would have had a position, all of a sudden something happens, you leave, or you are let go. Then it could be so sudden, you have no idea what to do, you had a time in between. This could go for education and definitely for relationships as well. When that happens, what do? You think about the situation, you analyze a little bit. You have to heal from it during that time period. And then you regroup. And at that point, that's when the easy way comes to you. But you still had some walking to do, didn't you? You still had some listening to do and some going in and finding out what really happened here. What did I do? What can I do? Brainstorm. Because if you push forward and you try to find that next job, that next relationship, that next whatever, you're pushing the limits. You're actually impeding the flow of energy from the universe from actually getting you around that mountain through the easy path. So this is really huge. Allow this to happen. Allow the time in between to be something formidable, something very beneficial for you. And you will find that you will be taken care of very well. The universe always has your back. And if you look back in your life, you will also notice that too. And notice it for this week. The universe definitely has your back. Things do happen for a reason. Everything that's happening in the global arena is happening for a reason. One of the things definitely is that the truth is coming out about so many different aberrant types of systems that need to be out. And it's also uniting people all around the globe. Not only that, it is also allowing us to recognize that we have unlimited potential within ourselves for love, compassion, and power. So this is all very cool, but we also have to know that the realization is that time in between jobs or time in between relationships. This is the time of healing. This is the time of unrest, if you want to call it that too. It's actually something where you're thinking about everything. You're thinking about the positives, the negatives, the pros, the cons, the challenges, and the upsides of things. You're looking at everything, but you're right in it. This is also saying, take a step back. The reflections card, take a step back. Recognize that you're an earth angel, that you are here and you are doing well. And if you are here, you're here for a reason. We're on this path all together. We're getting guidance from the astral realms. We are recognizing that things are coming from infinite love, from our path, from our own, the cosmos that's within our heart, that we are all part of this, and that we can use our imagination and our power of healing in order to help that healing to come out into the world as well as within ourselves. Knowing that if we write these things down, because the energy is coming through us, through our hands, we are going to manifest even that much further, or create that infinite vibration that allows us to reach the threshold so that that manifestation can occur. We still have to have patience, though. Have patience that things will work out in the vibrational timing that it needs to. And in the meantime, there's a lot going on. There will be a lot going on this week. That's what this card reading is saying. We have a pretty interesting week coming up. But know this, you are an infinitely amazing being, and you're not alone. So I hope it is a great week. I hope it is an interesting week for all of us. And I look forward to seeing you in the next reading, which will be the full moon reading. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Please like the video if you do like the video, and please subscribe to my channel. The more that you do, the more wonderful we could all be together. Love you, and we will see you in the next video.